And that is just one of the many storylines for this Mizzou team, reflecting on 2022 and looking ahead to 2023. So who better to get the inside scoop from than former Mizzou lineman and current Tiger radio analyst Howard Richards. Howard joins me for tonight's Cardinal Buick Sunday Conversation. All right, we've got a treat right now. We've got Howard Richards in studio, former Mizzou lineman, NFL lineman, and Family Feud celebrity in the house. It's a big day. I had fun watching you on there. It was really cool.
Well, it's a good thing we won some money, right?
But we're here to talk Mizzou, and right off we got to talk big picture. 6-6 record. Eli Drinkwitz's first year. Just overall, how would you characterize this season? Because a lot of people are probably going to look at it as a lot of lost chances, because there are a lot of games, just one scores where it could have been a lot better.
Well, from my opinion, I think it's a little bit disappointing. I really thought that the team could win 8 games, possibly 9. And I think if you look at the losses that the team had on the schedule, the way that they lost, 4 games by less than 18 points, you can think there were at least 2 or 3 more wins there for that Mizzou could have had. Unfortunately, that's not the case. But I think to get to 6-6, beating Arkansas at home, worse, but it could be better also.
How about the much-hyped freshman, Luther Burden III? How would you characterize his first season? Do you think it lived up to the hype, or were we kind of maybe overblowing things with how much we were excited for him?
I think you guys were probably overblowing it.
True.
He's a freshman. He was never going to be the savior for Missouri football. It takes a lot of growth, huge learning curve to go from high school to a collegiate program. He did a lot of great things. I think if you look at his potential, I mean, the sky's the limit.
The guy that was probably most talked about this entire season was Brady Cook at the quarterback position. That kind of comes with being a quarterback. He heard it a lot from fans online, wanting to see Sam Horn, this and that and the other. But the last couple games, he was pretty impressive. How would you characterize his year?
Listen, I think Brady was able to sort of block out the noise. He's working within the system that they give him. The last 2 or 3 games, I think he played probably as well as he could have played. No turnovers, and that's big. Just made some big plays, used his legs to move the offense and make some big plays in the run game.
One thing that was a constant this year was the defense led by defensive coordinator Blake Baker, who they decided to ink up for quite a while to come now. I don't think anybody expected the defense to be this good. I mean, they knew there was some guys on there who had a lot of experience and could be some big names, but this defense really was pretty dominant, wasn't it? They
were. I think going into the season, you would think that the offense was the unit that would be the most reliable. That just simply wasn't the case. Defensively, that's why Mizzou has one of the the top defenses in the country. And thankfully, it kept them in a lot of games that, that otherwise may have slipped away.
There's a report out today that Dominic Lovett's planning to enter the transfer portal. Their star wide receiver from East St. Louis, who was 3rd in the entire SEC in receiving yards this year. Still just a report, so we don't know for sure. But that's just kind of the reality of college sports right now, isn't it? You kind of have to think everybody's in the portal and they can leave at any time. First, just how big a blow would that be if he doesn't intend to leave?
Oh, look at his production, and that should answer the question for you. It'd be a difficult loss, but listen, it's an opportunity either for the receivers on the roster now to elevate, or you go to the transfer portal and find another one. So on the surface, it seems like it would be difficult, he'd be difficult to replace, and I hope he doesn't. But you've just got to do your job. Everyone's in that situation.
Last thing, we know they're going bowling. A lot of fans already clamoring, you know where I'm going with this, already clamoring for that matchup with Kansas, possibly in the Liberty Bowl in Memphis. As a Mizzou guy, you've got to be just chomping at the bit to get that. I know I am. I want to see that. What do you think?
Anytime you get a chance to play Kansas and beat them, of course, it matters. I just don't know if the cards will work out that way. Usually, whatever people want, they never get. So I think that's probably the way it's going to play out.
Would be a ton of fun, and I'm booking my ticket down to Memphis if they are playing.
Not so soon.
That's Howard Richards with everything you need to know about Mizzou football. We'll be right back with more Sports Plus.